good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be tuning in from. Today is a Friday, and we're coming at you live from Lombard, Illinois for the first day of Frosty Faustings 2024. We're going to be bringing Melty Blood Type Lumina pools to start us off.
Yeah. Name's Akimi. Nice to meet y'all.
And I'm Salté Boi. And we're going to be bringing y'all, like I said, Melty Blood Type Lumina here. We have our very first set already lined up between the two players, and I'm kind of excited. I mean, it's a bit of a smaller bracket compared to previous years, but with any bracket, Melty Blood kind of, I guess like any Melty Blood bracket in general, is always just so condensed in terms of skill, and I think we're going to be seeing that right from the get-go.
Oh, absolutely. With a lot of the people that are still playing right now, the skill level is incredibly high compared to even just like a year ago.
Absolutely. I mean, also Melty Blood players in general are constantly practicing the game. If you play this game, chances are you love this game. And, I mean, there's just like a huge community grinding the game. I know you're constantly grinding the game as well. You're going to be playing in pools later today as well, so do look forward to that.
Did not practice very much, but fundamentals okay.
Makes top 8.
Yeah, haven't practiced the game, makes top 8 thanks to this guy right here. We love the bluff.
But yeah, all right. So we got our first two players already lined up for us. It's going to be Talking Chicken and Lily coming up to the stage. So I know that you know one of these players. Do you know who they play?
Actually, Talking Chicken is in my scene. We have played actually just a couple days ago just to get some practice rounds in before Frosty, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, on the other side we have Lily. You can see Talking Chicken because he's got chickens on his shirt.
Yo, that is incredibly sus. I can't believe this.
Already?
Not even
it's
like
10 a.m. It's
in.
10 a.m. And we're already starting off with the Among Us reference.
And this is where we start venting, right?
This is where we start venting. I'm not going to talk about these players anymore.
Oh my god.
All right.
Immediately starting. Going off. Lily playing the Saber, Talking Chicken on the mash. We got ourselves a Fate matchup already in Melty Blood Type Lumina.
No Melty characters to start us off, but we're going to be seeing a high-paced match between these two characters already, and we're already starting off with a clash as Talking Chicken wins that interaction.
Immediately starting off with a Moon Drive here. It's going to spend a lot of the engage. No, we're just going to start with a simple combo. It's the 2-2 Aoki.
All right, there's the follow-up from Lily, and that's going to be reversing the situation, throwing Talking Chicken into the corner. We're going to spend a bit of meter as well. The air throw to get the hard knockdown. There's the Oki coming in. Talking Chicken successful. Blocks, and there's the mash out, but unfortunately not able to fully confirm.
Catches the backdash with her follow-up there. Oh, that's a scary situation. Sabers love to do this, what is it, Moon Drive into immediate dive kickstarter, and that dive kickstarter is so dangerous. Picking up with the 3DC.
Yes, Saber is a character that is fantastic when it comes to air-to-airs and anti-airs. So if you're Mash trying to dive kick a lot in neutral here, Lily can easily take advantage of that. And as we saw right there, Lily took the first round because of that situation.
I like Lily going for the double bar instead of just going for the easy arc drive route there. Saving themselves a bit of that meter. Counter hit, shield B. Shouldn't be the most damage. They did nerf a little bit of that shield damage. Drops the combo. Trying to chase after the shield bash. Gets whiff punished.
And this should take Talking Chicken straight into the corner. Basically, any hit that Lily finds and converts into a combo is going to be free corner carry for this character. She is absurd, especially when using that meter along with it as well. And just like we're seeing right here, Lily is going to be bringing Talking Chicken to the other side of the stage. And let me tell you, stages in this game are huge.
Yeah, and Saber's corner carry is incredible. Okay, punish.
I'm just going to go for the simple A punish. Ending it with the dive kick and the meter ender as well for the hard knockdown. Not really getting too much, and Lily getting a nice punish against Talking Chicken. Not going to be able to finish off in this interaction, but Talking Chicken has no Moon Drive available, but has 3 meter and soon to be 4 meter to their name here in the corner.
Well, that's scary. Okay.
Heat activation, trying to regain all that health back, and that could have been really scary if Lily was just a little bit closer.
Overhead.
I think this might be the hit here. Spend the meter, and we don't even need to spend it at all as Lily takes that second round and takes the first game here against Talking Chicken.
Okay, cool. Cool.
All right, Lily already off to a strong start. Talking Chicken yet to get around, but we saw some usage of that heat gauge come in. If you don't know, when it comes to Melty Blood, there are possibilities for comebacks when it comes to spending your meter and regaining health instead of using it to spend meter for damage or neutral skips.
Yeah, as you see there, Saber's 2-2C there, the geyser from the ground is a +8. So even if you don't hit with it, you are going to get a massive frame advantage on block. Going to the corner, what do we got?
Small concentrate to get a bit of meter, but Lily find themselves a way out of this situation. Has 3 meter as well, just going to spend 1 bar to get the knockdown. What's it going to be? Talking Chicken out of that situation immediately. Both players in a Moondrive. Talking Chicken going to run out first, but Lily's going to be able to take advantage of it.
That overhead record doing a lot of work. Oh, GG. Oh, no, not finished?
Enough, and there's the throw.
That's one strength of Saber. Her Rekka is so good. You keep her in the block, suddenly you start eating a lot of throws. That strike throw game from Saber is so good. Fatal counter, immediately in the air. This should be a lot of damage. Aye, aye.
Spend 1 bar yet again. There's the throw. We're going to be respecting Talking Chicken on Wake Up. But there's that DP coming out. Talking Chicken using that, getting himself out of that situation. But Lily already off with a pretty strong health lead, and is only going to widen that gap as Talking Chicken is put on their last legs.
We've seen a Moondrive on Wake Up. There it is. That should be shield. Nope.
Ooh, not quite. The anti-air, not able to fully confirm.
There it is, yep.
Trying to chase Lily in the air, the dive kick. Oh, but the conversion for Talking Chicken. And now the situation has been equalized.
Yeah. I was about to say, that's a little bit too high for that combo to hit. Another fatal from the air there. Talking Chicken does have Moondrive back though, 50%. Are we going to use it to spend it immediately on him? No, we're just going to keep it just a little bit. There it is.
Lily using the heat. The moon skill coming in. Lily stuck in the corner. Oh, the heat from Talking Chicken as well in response.
This is bad. No Moondrive, no meter. You have to hold this mix. Which way? We're shielding. Scary, scary.
Lily's the one with Moondrive right now. Things could be very scary. The fatal counter in the air, but no meter to get the kill.
All right, which way? Throw? Oh, we're just mashing 2A. Let's go!
Ooh. And just like that, when things were looking dire for Talking Chicken, efficient usage of heat has gone Talking Chicken that round in response.
Yeah, so much health gained back from those heats too. Nice block, +8. Going for the throw. I'll try to coin jump.
Good tech.
Dive, get out of here. What a punish. Oh, another punish.
All right, down to the ground. What's it going to be now? Oh, the 2A. Going to see a small punish there. Not going to be able to fully confirm. Now we're back to playing neutral. Fatal counter. Once again, Lily not on top of it.
Ah, the clash frames the charts. Oh, drops it. Scary.
Good block so far, but throw too early. Talking Chicken going to be able to get a punish off of that throw with. Shield that. B follow up. Oh, and we saw an air shield attempt from Talking Chicken. Lily's going to be able to snipe Talking Chicken on the ground.
Immediately. Yeah, they should be dead.
Yeah, especially if we spend Arc Drive, just make sure that we root our combos appropriately, and that's going to be it. The dive kick to make sure that Lily is within range, and that is going to be the Arc Drive finish, granting Talking Chicken their first game and evening things up.
Keeping things close. Liking this nice usage of meter. And Melty Blood type Lumina is very much a resource-heavy game, with both meter types complementing each other so well. Using your moon skills, build up the meter, using the meter, get that Moondrive back. The shield, yep, guaranteed. Oh no, the drop though!
The clash, but Lily's going to be the one winning on their end. Talking Chicken once again is put into a difficult situation early on in this round, but we've seen Talking Chicken make these comebacks before, and with his DP, this could be a potential opportunity to do exactly that.
Save heat. Get that health back. Careful backdashing here.
Overhead, the meter's bend. This is going to run down that heat timer. Now Talking Chicken without any meter, without any Moondrive available, stuck in the corner. What is your option? And Lily can just abuse that Rekka in the corner when you have nowhere else to go. And then it's just, it's just safe Rekka. And you're like, okay, where do I press? Where do I get out? And you're either going to get struck or you're going to get thrown.
It's so scary because all those Rekkas frame trap into each other, so then you just get so scared of one of the Rekkas, and then you get tossed immediately. And when you're at that death percent, all of that mental stack is going to cloud your mind.
But at the very least, the thing that you can kind of expect from when it comes to defending against Saber is that she's not really throwing too many overheads against you. So you can kind of just wait and see to see where that opportunity to jump out is.
Not gonna end it just yet. You still have Moondrive and you have Heat, so which one are we doing? Moondrive on Wake Up Start.
A small wait, and that's going to be the punish on the shield. Yeah, if you shield incorrectly and you don't grab anything, then there is a window where the opponent can get a guaranteed punish. We're going to go for the safe Heat to get all that health back, and we're also just going to be playing at max range there. We're like, you know what? I don't want to engage. I want to recover all this health back and play it safe. And looks like that's going to be paying off for Talking Chicken.
Oh, it's not going to be enough, though.
Scaling's a little too much. Lily has something still in the tank. The throw and the TP on the overhead attempt. Lily getting a little too greedy in that situation.
Hail Mary DP living on a prayer right now. Plus, keep that safe.
Final round. Lily starting off strong with 4 bars to their name. 3 bars now after spending one of them.
Snipe.
The fatal counter in the air. Oh, not able to get the full
snipe.
ender. Hey, a little damage is a little damage. You'll take it where you can get it.
Well, that was scary. Good block, though. Fatal.
Oh.
Catching a lot of those immediate shield backs from Lily. Going to the corner. Speedy knee. Which way? We're just immediately mashing. Respectable. Side switch corner. Back in here. 3C. No 3C.
Hard knockdown with the air throw. We're going to just be playing patient. Oh, the bait, the double overhead for Talking Chicken coming out.
Drops the combo. Oh, that was scary. Lily having no Moondrive. That should be it, actually.
Into arc.
Go
Yeah,
the
dive kick, arc drive. There we go.
That should be death.
Things look so strong for Lily, starting things off, but Talking Chicken bringing it back.
Let's go PNW. Let's go East Side. No
what a
bias.
first game. You can see Talking Chicken taking a deep breath after that one. A little stressed out. That was a little too close for comfort there.
Definitely, but keeping their cool, understanding that they have our region to represent, comes back full force, fiery speed, and smashes that shield into that sword.
And you can see that, I mean, the ways that the players changed their play style throughout that set as well was pretty important. Because also, like, you know, at the start, we kind of were like trying to take to the air a lot of the time. But then, you know, Talking Chicken was like, you know what, I found my place. I'm going to be staying on the ground. Because at this point, mash, going for these dive kicks, going for these air normals. If you just stay on the ground, you have these giant buttons to catch them. And in this game, you cannot block grounded normals.
Correct.
So it's really, really tough when your opponent is just staying planted on the ground and consistently anti-airing you with all these air approach attempts.
Yeah, his positioning was immaculate, too. Just going under Saber, just like 2B, anti-air. You are not going to be in the air. Stop. This is the no-fly zone.
And what I really liked about their routing, too, was that we were constantly going for, you know, in the mid-screen when you know that you can't get them into the corner effectively, we're just going for a simple air throw ender, right? You just want to get that knockdown. We don't care about throwing them as far as possible into the corner because when you're playing against a character like Mash, she has that dive kick where if you give her just a little bit, like just enough space, she can easily just jump out and then now you have to do all that work all over again.
Especially in the mid-screen as well. If you adjust your jump and like your, I guess your floatiness of your jump from left to right ambiguously enough, those mid-screen throw setups can be a left-right.
It looks like we have our next 2 players on the stage right here. As you can see on the screen, we have Donquavius in the white hoodie, I believe, versus Kentucky. Hopefully, I'm not wrong on these names. We're going to be finding out very soon whether I'm correct or not. But if this is Donquavius will be on that Akiha. So it's going to be a bit of a different play style compared to the last 2 characters we saw. A bit more of a patient play style. A bit more, I mean, just the rings. It's like a screen control game compared to a rushdown game.
I am looking at the screen over there, and it looks like an Alco mirror.
Alco mirror?
Alco mirror,
okay.
Yes, Donquavius versus Kentucky, both Alcos. The orbs are coming out.
This is going to be fast, frantic, and frankly, lots of fun to watch.
And I'm glad that they chose the right stage here. Magician's Night EX.
Did we get the music, though?
Do we get the music?
I'm listening. Hold on.
We do. We do. These guys
My
know
man.
what they're doing.
Run out to the stage and give them a firm handshake right now.
Donquavius in the blue Alco and Kentucky on the purple Alco. Right, set up the orb. Which way? Yep.
There it is.
Classic Alco. Set up the orb. Set up your highs. Which way? keep safe.
Yeah, basically that orb just makes everything that you do as Alco safe, and it can make things that you can't combo normally comboable, like that 4C we saw, that overhead. Normally it can't be countered unless, normally it can't be comboed from unless it's counter hit, or you had that orb set up. And Don Quavius got both in that situation. And Don Quavius already starting off with a perfect, not getting hit once.
Okay, set the orb. Eye, overhead. Keep that safe. Orb time. Upper. Hey. Keep it safe again. I think Kentucky's using his meter just a little bit too liberally there. That is 2 meter just to do a little bit of chip damage. Oh, quick glow from half screen.
There it is. Now he's stuck here in the corner. Just go for a simple air throw. Or not air throw, the laser to get the hard knockdown. Orb set up to stay safe. And we can just block, right? You press a button, I'm going to get an immediate punish with that orb.
Oh, this should have been dead.
BC. Air throw? No, not quite. The scaling's too much. But one more hit is all we need, and Kentucky knows exactly that. Trying to press a button, but Don Quavius tossing out that final 5C to catch Kentucky.
Dominant game 1 from Don Quavius. Let's see how Kentucky will adapt here.
We'll see. Well, Kentucky meeting Don Quavius up in the air with those JAs. Pulling them out.
Man, both players just using their jump A. Alco's jump A is notorious for being incredibly massive. Trying to get that confirm off of a QPC.
You see both these players respecting each other's full screen presence. Don Quavius rushing in at the correct moment. Small clash actually with that JA to the charge JC.
And both players liking their satellite laser kicks.
Dude, it's such a it's such a fun button to press. I play this character, by the way.
Okay, which way? Oh, immediately try to jump out or something. Gets caught by the orb. Full confirm. Nice. EX lasers to the ground. Set up your orbs. Are we going to do an overhead? There it is.
There it is. Kentucky caught off guard. Oh, but we didn't finish the combo. The charge JC, but that's JA rising. Don Quavius getting around, set point. And Kentucky, I don't think has really gotten a real combo against Don Quavius yet.
Just can't get anything started. Immediately gets hit by an orb or something, and just gets set played to death by Alco. Alright, set up orb. Left, right, which way?
Oh, that was nasty. The JC as well for the conversion. Don Quavius has Kentucky stuck in the corner. One more hit is all we need. Don Quavius with full moon gauge working on a perfect. Kentucky with 4 meter on the table. Tries to go for a shield, but that's going to be a fatal counter from Don Quavius to close things off. The seven golden letters showing up on the screen one more time as Don Quavius walks off the stage.
That's quite the shield too, because if you didn't shield there and just get tossed, you'd still be living. But the fatal throw, adding another extra 10% to that damage, was enough to finish the round.
And yeah, that was incredibly strong play from Don Quavius, but I was already excited just seeing that Alco mirror show up right there. Alco is a character, when I said highly mobile, I was not kidding. If you saw that match, you kind of understand what I was getting at. But Alco basically has 2 air jumps, 2 air dashes, and in Moondrive, we get an extra jump as well. So the movement with this character is insane. She has so many ways to change the momentum of herself in the air, specifically with the air orb setups or the JCs. Yeah, the air lasers. Like, there's so many ways she can stall in the air and move around that makes it so hard to predict where she's going to end up.
That character is fast. I think he's the only character in the game with a triple jump and 2 air dashes. So she is a highly mobile character.
Yeah, I think she is, because like the thing is, other characters do get an extra jump, and I believe in I think it's just an extra jump in Moondrive, right?
Right.
But they don't have those 2 air dashes that Alco has available to her.
Oh man, speaking of highly mobile, it looks like we are seeing Mega Reaper, and who are they playing against?
Gavin?
Is it Gavin?
It might be. Looks like it.
Looks like it. Yep. So we got the advancing child, Arima Miyako, played by the one and only Mega Reaper, and Gavin on the PCL, the big buttons versus the subby buttons, the massive gun versus the kung fu.
And both characters are fast for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Miyako needs it. I'm not too sure about PCL.
Look, you know what's crazy? The fact that Miyako's like, let's make this a fair fight, and she's the one with the gun.
Yeah, exactly.
How is this exactly fair?
Yeah, no, this is not a pretty matchup if you are Miyako, just because of the amount of screen control and screen presence PCL has. I mean, you saw right there, those giant normals popping out, those projectiles she can set up as well. It is so tough to deal with, but Reaper showing some pretty good usage of that shield right there to catch Gavin off guard, toss Gavin into the corner. The moon drive attempt, but that's going to be an overhead landing.
The one thing with Arima Miyako is the fact that even if she is small and has stubby buttons, they can be deceptively big with the fact that she has fast speed in the game.
Yeah, she absolutely runs you down. Once she gets in, she's going to be constantly trying to mix you up as fast as possible. And there's like some other characters where like they can't really mix you up at the same speed as Miyako unless they have like a hard knockdown to fully get themselves set up.
And well, she did also get buffed one of these times. Oh, full screen, use 2C. I was about to say, her little shoe there, very strong at sniping full screen attack. Oh my god.
Yeah, basically makes the floor lava.
Shield, guaranteed.
Oh, on the blood heat as well. That's so unfortunate for Gavin. We're not going to be getting any health back. We're not going to be getting that damage buff to take advantage of, or that meter. And suddenly, all the meter that you had gained, that 4 bars, is all gone. Reaper is completely running Gavin down in the corner.
But this is a lot of damage. All right, unblockable time. Oh, no unblockable? That was the unblockable setup, too. You do a little stomp, and then you do the charge CX stomp, and then Miyako does an unblockable. That should have been dead.
See, Reaper, especially in those last moments, really respecting Gavin, saying, you know what, I have such a huge health lead. I'm just going to play it cool. I just need that one opening. That's exactly what Reaper found. Saw that hit on the shield and was like, you know what, B follow up. Gavin hasn't represented that they know how to, or hasn't really represented that they know how to successfully counter the B follow up just yet.
And they're just getting sniped in the air a lot too. Like the moment they get in the corner, which way do you block the shield?
And normally, this is what you'd be saying, like when it, like in favor of the PCL, right? But Reaper is really just showing that you can really play this matchup like this. The armor coming in, taking that move from Gavin.
Not allowed to mash. Oh, BDP, get me out of here. All right.
Pull in. Oh, the stand shield attempt, and that's going to be a fatal counter as Gavin catches Reaper low.
660, hard knockdown. Which way? Just get some meter. Try to unblockable.
There it is, that delayed B fault into the side swap. Reaper on set point.
That side switch is so fast too. If you're not ready for it, you get sniped from so much mixed up here. Immediately air throw, immediately overhead, immediately full corner.
Okay, good jump from Gavin. But can we get out of this situation? We tried. Looks like we might have pressed a button there, or just wasn't blocking that as Reaper finds that moon skill to catch Gavin on the way out. The low landing. Reaper looking to try and get a perfect. The shield in response. The blocks coming in. There it is, the B-fall one more time, but not able to fully get that kill.
Gavin's looking for a heat
Gavin
setup.
on a pixel
Gavin
of life left.
Move.
And Reaper really is just waiting for Gavin to maybe pop heat because Miyako's just so fast.
Well, no, she doesn't need to move.
Yeah, no, she doesn't need to move.
Gavin does heat. She does 2-2-C into full punish.
Exactly.
2-2-C, what I tell ya.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't need to do anything. Like, it's on Gavin to approach, and Reaper is just like, you know what? I'm going to sit here. You do heat, 2-2-C. You do anything, 2-2-C. If you try to go up in the air, I have plenty of time to react to try and catch you on the ground.
Yeah, as good as PCL Jump C is, it does have a small blind spot of like a little bit under her. And as we saw in the game, Reaper was very much comfortable with just sniping the Jump C with a low stubby kick that just anti-airs her because she just cannot hit that ground. She has to jump B, which means she is not covering any space in front of her if she's doing that.
Yeah, and the thing is about Miyako too, is that she's a character that kind of unique to her in this matchup is that she, once again, she's so fast that, and no, some other characters are pretty fast as well, but she's so fast that she can easily run under that blind spot on reaction.
Yo, we got the plushies in the background immediately.
Having conversation, we got the Akia back there. Maybe we'll see an Akia on stream. I love watching that character. And you also see Arkma Muddykips sitting up there in the front row, not playing in this pool, we'll be playing in the next pool.
Yeah, I think he's in my pool.
Yeah, that's probably a player you're going to have to be looking out for, especially when it comes to PCL or CL in general. He kind of flip-flops between the two characters.
I think he primarily likes playing CL a little more.
I think so too.
But yeah, who do we have next? It doesn't seem like we have anyone up just yet.
but I love seeing everybody show up for Frosties. I mean, you saw that crowd right there. You know, maybe not so many people watching in the audience, but a lot of people playing games back there. I know we have
definitely.
Melty Blood type Lumina. I believe Dragon Ball Fighters is on today as well.
LC
Actress
current
again.
code, yep.
And all these arcade booths in the back as well. We have a Super Turbo set up for whenever that tournament starts up as well. I mean, Frosties is just such an amazing event. You know, when you don't think of it as being the cold event, right? Because it's not cold now, but when you walk outside, you're going to be like, oh, right, it is 4 degrees outside. But
Welcome
it's more
to the Windy
so,
City.
it's like the buffet of fighting games is the way I see Frosty Faustings. You just have a huge platter of millions of fighting games that you can choose from. And chances are Frosty's has a game that you play currently and that you would love to play in. I mean, right here, Aquapausa. How many people know about Aquapausa, right? I'm sure plenty of people in the Melty Blood audience here knows about it, but you know, if you're more into like the major games, you might not know what Aquapausa is, but we have an Aquapausa tournament.
Yeah, like nowadays a lot of people really like to focus on just like Strive, Street Fighter 6, all the mainline games. But then you delve deeper into the fighting game community. It's like, okay, well, we got Melty Blood, we got Under Night, we also have, like, maybe Dragon Ball Fighters. Then you get even deeper into the rabbit hole, and then you get into, like, Aquapazza, Million Arthur Arcana Blood, or Dong Dong Never Die, because why not? So many games, so many communities, all together in one condensed package. And speaking of condensed, Frosty Faustings used to be a 2-day event as well. Even more condensed.
Mm-hmm. So packed, but at least you do get a Thursday and a Sunday for a bit of a breather and some fun side events as well. If the main game events are not necessarily your thing, you do have those 2v2s on Sunday to look forward to as well to show a bit more of that community interaction on the big stage.
Speaking of community, we got the flag representation. I don't think that's going to keep you warm in the Chicago winters, but you can try.
Yeah,
it's not going to work very well.
It's something, right? It's something.
It is something.
It's not going to block you from the wind, but you know, at least keep you slightly warm, like maybe like 1 degree warmer.
It'll help you defend against at least something. I mean, we've seen like Yuzurika 4B defending against like literally everything, and that's just like a
you know, you know Azrael from Plays with Central Fiction 5C?
5C? Yeah.
He just tosses out his jacket on his foot. That becomes like the biggest disjointed hitbox in like a lot of fighting games I've seen. That is a absurd button.
Immediately into the button checks. Looks like Unseen, a Myoko, and a Wark. So should be an interesting one. The standard Rushdown versus Zoner matchup.
Yeah, Wark is a lot different from regular Arcueed in the fact that she's a lot more projectile base and a lot less rushdown base as well.
Nope, we are actually seeing the CL. So,
okay,
we got the Jack of all trades versus the mobile zoner.
It's a Jack of all trades and arguably master of
most,
right? I mean, sure. There's some things that CL might not be the best at, but CL is really good at almost everything that she does. And when it comes to zoning, she is absurd. When she tosses out those nails, it's really tough to try and get around them because you can easily actually just get full screen confirmed off of them.
But she does have incredible damage. Look at that. 3.8 meterless, 4.5 metered. Alright. And arguably, because of her key specials, she's got incredible plus frames as well. Oh, uncharacteristic drop from Whisper. I've never seen them drop these combos. Speaking of, they're going for a spicy one too. Hard knockdown. And it's still going!
Oh, 4.6k. What's going to be now? The overhead Zarpox.
This should
caught
be done.
on the head. As we're standing there, crouch block. There's the meter spend from Blitz Sprite. And we're going to be ready.
And even if that didn't kill, he still had another follow-up. The teleport grab actually OTG's there, and it kills. It's crazy.
It looks like we don't have to spend it, and we're going to be getting that 3 meter back very soon, spending 1 of it for the hard knockdown. Tossing out the projectile for the Oki.
Plus frames.
Oh, but we're going to press on it. Small delay from Blitzbright, maybe expecting a DP attempt from Zarpox. Not going to come out. Zarpox, they'll find their way out the corner, trying to keep this pressure going, but Blitzbright removing themselves from the scenario that's on their hands. Back in neutral, tossing out the Funyuns. What's it going to be? There it is. No shield follow-up and catching Blitzbright on the approach.
Such awareness in the positioning, too. Getting that extension to the wall. Was it scary? Immediately, 3C, good counterplay. That is what you have to do. Now let's see how Zarfox will respond. Usually the counterplay to that is another key.
Oh, wow! And we were expecting to shield that fireball. But unfortunately for Zarfox, the timing maybe was purposely a little off to attempt to catch that shield.
Getting some cheering in the crowd back there. Alright, round two. Let's see how Zarfox will respond in kind.
Air games coming in.
Filling each other out. Nice confirm. Immediate VC. Get that knockdown here. Not the most damage, but it is still hard knockdown. Can't really complain about that.
Stagger pressure coming in. Blitzbright finally spending the shield into the BC. Unblockable follow-up. Zarfox responding with the BC of their own. Zarfox with the lead in this round, spending some meter. What's it going to be? Ooh, Blitzbright correctly blocking that on the left side.
Yeah, see? The key to try to counterplay the 3C Nash there. Not the most damage, but this hard knockdown into corner karaoke.
Yeah, I mean, just good awareness on that confirm there. The fireball into the EX fireball, and then the follow-up afterwards as well. Zarfox still has Blitzbright stuck in the corner. Are we going to spend heat? Blitzbright has a lot of recoverable health left, but Zarfox is going to be getting that throw to deny Blitzbright that opportunity.
I think Blitzbright is still fine with taking that exchange, only because they are back at that moon drive, but they spent a lot of resources just to get this confirmed. I don't know how you're going to get that moon drive back. It's going to be a long while.
Yeah, mine or some successful shields could get Blitzbright that moon drive back as well, because Zarfox is going to be tossing out those projectiles so much. I think that's what Blitzbright might be leaning into.
This should be dead.
So command grab into the pickup on the ground. That's going to be around going to Blitzbright. Perfect as well. But like you said, that moon drive taking a while to recover. We're still not at half, so we don't have access to moon drive just yet.
And Wark does use moon skills a lot, especially if you see like the moon skill honey rings a lot of the time. Just to escape pressure or just to start pressure. And yeah.
Heat coming out, and Zarfox finding a hit into the confirm. That's going to run down that heat timer and deny Blitzbright that recovered health. Shield. The BC follow-up going to deny Blitzbright that. Zarfox spending a bit of that moon gauge to do that. Blitzbright spending moon gauge of their own to go for that moon skill in the air and convert this into a side swap combo.
Zarfox probably read like a throw or something. Gets just immediately hit with a 2A. Trading moon drive. Almost the same frame. That's crazy. Whoa. Zarfox needs to be very careful in the air. Wark has such good ways of sniping air movement.
Love how Blitzbright is moving as well! Bobbing and weaving, kiting Zarfox, and Blitzbright spending the meter. Can we kill? No, we can't. 3.5k, but one more interaction. Zarfox spending the blood heat. All the health is back. The throw coming in. Blitzbright has to be happy taking these throws. One more throw.
So tense.
Good block. The moon skill. The moon drive. Oh, and the last throw coming in.
I was about to say both players were still at death percent too. Zarfox running with absolutely zero resources, continuing the pressure. No regard for their own life. He's like, I either die or you die.
And you can see that instant respect there when that blood heat got popped, because the thing about blood heat is that if you hit someone's shield when they're in blood heat, that's going to be immediate, like, 5k damage right to your health bar right there. So it's extremely scary to try and press and challenge those opponents. So you kind of have to sit there like a sitting duck, and that's where those throws become so effective.
Yup. Jumpy, keeping him in the air. It's that little flinch right there. Getting that connection.
Ooh, okay, the throw from the other side. Looks like Zarfox tried to block that one correctly, but unfortunately going to get caught out into the knockdown. Blitzbright finding the overhead attempt, and Zarfox is looking pretty close to death here. Blitzbright not trying to spend too many resources, but as I say that, uses a command grab for the easy follow-up after the fireballs. Looking to conserve that moon drive and that moon gauge.
backdash, get out of there. We're just gonna go for the Oki here. We're not gonna go for the OTG stream to get that extra damage.
Good block. Good backdash from Blitzsprite as well. Zarpox immediately backing up. I love the respect from Zarpox, but the Funyun, the onion ring, catching Zarpox on the landing. Small concentration, building up some meter, air to keep Zarpox honest. And there's the moon skill. Onion ring coming out to catch Blitzsprite and bring them to the corner. Uh-oh. Now this is where the respect comes in. Remember what I was talking about before? And the shield into the A follow-up. That could have been really scary.
Get scared. But even if you activate your last start, you lose that last bar, lose your ability to actually heal. And like, you're out of resources at that point. It's not even gonna be close to killing. So it might have been a blessing in disguise that Zarpox did not go for the counter.
Oh, we're just moving around the screen, and there's the punish coming in! Blitzsprite has the mirror. That is going to be a 2-1 finish. No drops from Blitzsprite as he moves on through the bracket.
Oh my goodness, that 2-2-A seems like the last desperate moment. When you see that missed dive, I'm like, I have to do something. And that block somersault there, unfortunately, spelled the end for poor CL.
But it's not the end of their bracket run just yet. They will be sent down to the losers as it is a double elim bracket. So you still have one more chance to continue this run and hopefully not go 0-2 or 1-2. You want to at least go even, right?
Right.
Coming out so far, but it is such a hard task to do so. And you can see some more players lining up the seats as well. I see Kikoho up there.
I think that's Kikoho with the Marissa plushie, interacting with the Reimu plushie.
And then I see Star up there in the background as well with the orange headband. That's going to be another Alco player if we do see him on stream. Should be in this pool as well. Like I said, lots of works and potentially lots of Alcos as well. So look forward to that. And also look forward to this next set that we have lined up because actually, I don't know who either of these players are, and I'm excited to find out who they are along with y'all.
Might be another... Hanwar? Oh no, it's not Hanwar.
Okay.
Oh, Seaburn Gumi.
As I was saying, we got another Wark. And this time we actually got another seal as well. Seabrim coming up and Gumi. I don't recognize the face, but I recognize the name. And Gumi is one of the top seeds in this bracket and one of the ones scheduled to make it out into the top cut.
Seaburn also a spicy CL player, but they're going up against the Wark. We're seeing the same matchup yet again, but let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, already playing a lot more aggressive, I would say.
Hard knockdown. Which way? Try to whip, try to predict something there. Probably like a panic heat.
Oh, the moon skill. We're not able to get too much off of it, but that's going to be interrupting Seaburn. Oh no, didn't run far enough. And that throw whiff is going to be getting a guaranteed punish for Gumi for a knockdown, metered ender.
If you've ever played BB Tag before, that's kind of how the throws work in Melty Blood, is that if you input your throw, they'll do like an automatic run-up to try to throw the opponent. Oh, this should be big damage. I 60. I. We got one more touch. You'll get hit. Yep,
Oh,
there it
is. Anti-air coming out. And yeah, already right off the bat, we saw it last time where previous work playing much more of like a zoner-focused game plan. But Gumi's so aggressive at every single opportunity is trying to be in Seaburn's face.
Yeah. Wark's very flexible with that because she is, for lack of a better term, a Wark criminal.
That is a really good way to put it, actually.
Oh,
no! And in unison, the commentary booth and the crowd at the same time is distraught by the fact we got a wireless controller desync coming in already. It's 10 a.m., folks. We cannot be having this just
not
yet.
Anymore. It's 11. It's 11.
It's 10:56. What does it say? It says 10.
Okay, well, I guess according to different rounding situations,
You know what?
it
Actually,
could go to 10, it could go to 11.
Mountain time is 10 in Mountain time.
God damn it. You're right. It's 10 a.m. somewhere in the world. And I guess it's somewhere an hour before our time. It's 9 o'clock for me, so... Meh.
Looks like we're going to get this one sorted out. Oh, and speaking of more players in the background, got Scrod back there. The man himself. We might be seeing him later on in this pool stream as well.
But yeah, it might have been Seaburn with controller issues, which is why they're going back to Nurture Select. If that is the case, then Gumi does win that. If your controller does disconnect, unfortunately you do forfeit the rounds. Unless you kind of gentlemen's to replaying that round, I guess. But
yeah, but I think we're going to be pretty strict about those game losses. But we'll see how that score reflects. We're going to be going for a bit of a controller test to make sure everything is working real quick so that we're not going to be running into any more problems later in this set. Shake them out before you get into the more important matches, especially down in loser side. You don't want that to happen to loser side and have your final match basically be a loss due to hardware issues.
And it does look like they are just going to gentlemen's to just the same situation before where Gumi had the run rounds.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so we're going to be starting off in the next round. Gumi going to be taking that one. And now we're going to be playing things as normal.
Sniping out that repeat situation. Does not care. All knockdown. A get back in there. Trying to back
cross up.
Something. Crossed up. Full knockdown yet again.
Probably going to go for another cross up. Yeah, there we are. Set on the ground.
This should be good. Hard knockdown.
Yeah, there it is. And that's what you're talking about before, right? Where there's still that final extension if we spend that one extra bar. In that case, that was the perfect time to use it because the game has now ended and Gumi going to be taking that first point.
Yep. Controller disconnect doesn't matter. We are just going back.
Yeah, but honestly, like, I love how Gumi used that grounded side swap because it's not often you see that become too ambiguous, right? Sometimes like, oh, that's obvious that's a side swap, or that's obvious it's not a side swap. But in that situation, it could have been either way.
And there's one of Mark's very good streams. The 7BC, get me out of there, get out of jail free card. Safe jump. Full knockdown here yet again. Nice.
Take us up to the air, down to the ground. Small concentration, build up some meter for the next round because Gumi is going to be taking us right there.
Yes, right? KO. Seaburn needs to make something happen. He's just on the back foot immediately, gets one touch and then suddenly eating all the mix, dead.
Well, we have a lot of cash in the bank to hopefully try and get a payout, and we'll be seeing if Seaburn can get exactly that. Found a throw, found a counter hit. This could be huge for Seaburn to start off this next round. Try to equalize the situation again. So Gumi spends the meter for the knockdown. Has Gumi stuck in the corner. What is Gumi's wake-up option going to be? The throw coming in. Good block on the overhead. Good block on the pressure. The moon scale to keep the frames going.
Pressure replenish, yep. It is very, very laggy when you do full commit to those knife throws and you do nothing afterwards. Content with just sitting there for a bit. That is plus. Don't want to contest just yet. She may have a hitbox behind her, but unfortunately it's not that big.
Need a knockdown. One more situation for Gumi to win this.
That's that.
Yeah, it is. We have so much in terms of moon skills and that one bar that we got at the end, but simple air throw enders. All Seaburn's going to be needing.
Both players with absolutely zero moon drive. Going in with a lot of resource for meter. That's so empty.
That's all you need. Throw from Seaburn. Gumi really yet to tech any of these, but it's a lot of small packet damage, so I'm not sure if Gumi is too terribly worried about it.
Yep, there it is. As we saw from the previous game there, like the knife Rekka into the overhead or into the knife to try to play the counter play. That's so much damage to this. Double overhead. Once again, getting over the double overhead.
3 meter as well. Spends 1 bar. One more situation. One more time to guess. The blood heat in. We baited it out with the backdash. Gumi going to be closing this one off. Granted, we don't drop the meter spend. And the final one coming in for the chase down. That's going to be it. Gumi with a 2-0. Hopefully y'all have been enjoying the stream so far. I know I have. watching all this multiple type Lumina, and all of the character representation we've been seeing so far. But right now, we're going to pay some of those bills, and Frosty Faustings is not going to be waiting for anyone but y'all as we come back very soon.
Pre-order Virtua Fighter 5 Revo on Steam. There's a 20% sale until February 3rd. There's a 30th anniversary edition available that will feature bonus content like the 30th anniversary swimsuit costume set, Legendary and Yakuza series DLC, pre-production artwork, and the Virtua Fighter 30th anniversary music selection. Pre-order Virtua Fighter 5 Revo on Steam. There's a 20% sale until February 3rd. Arc System Works. Catch all the action at the Arc World Tour 2024 Finals with exclusive PlayStation merchandise, and be sure to check out the 4 awesome side tournaments that have been added. Arconic Artistry. Laser-engraved wooden coasters, wall art, and other functional gaming accessories. Located outside main events, they take custom orders, and you can even get a free token for a follow at their booth. Midwest Battleground, 7 open brackets for today's most popular games, including the newly released Marvel Rivals. A 4 collegiate invitational with $10,000 in prizes on the line. Register now at StarGG/MWB. Gaming Gen. Make Gaming Gen your first call when planning your event. Gaming Gen is your source for gaming equipment rental and event services. Slashback returns for the 3rd year in 2025. Returning to Guildhouse. 7 official tournaments and registration is live now. Don't miss out on one of the best anime FGC majors of the year. SNK, bringing you Fatal Fury. Pre-order the special edition of Fatal Fury City of the Wolves for just $59.99. You'll get the base game and the first season pass included. Pre-order now and you'll get a DLC costume for Terry and 3-day early access to the game. Boston Bluebeat, returning to a hotel venue with over 10,000 square feet, featuring a park meetup on Friday before tournament-packed Saturday and Sunday. A base lineup of 13 games with more eye-catching side tournaments to be announced. Hitbox. The Hitbox Ultra is the upgraded version of the original Hitbox, featuring new enhancements designed for optimal performance at all gaming levels.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frosty Faustings 2025.
And we are bringing you to you live with probably one of the more spicier pools matches here. We got Star _ versus Scrot Vermilion.
That's it's a crazy match to be seeing right now, but that's just how it is when it comes to this game.
Yep.
And I'm sure. Oh my God, he got banned PCL, sir. I'm sure Scrot does not need an introduction. But let's just say this man here, undefeated the entire course of 2024 except Frosty Faustings 2024. So he's looking to get first place here one more time in this tournament for this year. We're going to be starting things off strong. Start on the Alka, Scrot on the Coma.
Ooh.
Simple.
And we also have Star underscore as well. I don't know how much they have been playing type Lumina, but they are very much a strong Undernight player. Full confirm here. Hard knockdown. Which way?
Same side, but we're just going to go for the overhead instead. Star got caught crouch shielding, and that's going to be a punish.
I'm genuinely surprised that wasn't a
fatal counter. Yeah. Might have been a little too much of a delay. Maybe a frame perfect there.
Dead.
Unfortunately for Scrot. But unfortunately for Star, Scrot is just going to be spending all of that meter. And one thing I love about Scrot is that he does not care about how much meter he uses. Like, he just spends it all and then still wins.
Well, even then, like, he spent all of his meter, he's at 0. Sure, but he has full moon gauge.
Exactly.
Okay, never mind.
Well, not if you use BC, right?
But that's why you have full moon gauge, just so that you have that, like, initial hit. Okay, I messed up, I got shielded, I'm going to BC to get out, and I still have moon drive on deck. Toss. Okay, again.
Scrot is going to be respecting all of that. The BC fallout one more time. I mean, just a very safe option you can use on a shield. It's hard to really punish opponents for using it.
Right. Death. Oh.
Oh, not quite. One more opening. Scrot attempting to go for these anti-airs. Koma is known for a pretty solid anti-air game, especially with these two Bs. Unfortunately, going to get hit by Star, and Star making this comeback. Needs to recover a lot of health, though, so potentially maybe trying to go for a safe heat mix-up, or we're going to go for the Oki with the orb instead. Attempted arc drive attempt, but no punish from Star, and that is going to be it. Scrot just turns around and says, "You're in the corner now."
I like the fact that he just went for the moon skill command grab just because he could. Star was so afraid. Deer in the headlights, Ford F-150 style.
Shields, and there it is, the anti-air game coming in. You're in the air for a nanosecond in front of Scrot, and he's going to be knocking you out and making sure you pay for it. 4.3K off that simple confirm. It's going to be even more after this one as well, especially now that we have the corner advantage in our favor.
Yep. Represented the overhead immediately in the first one, and then goes for the Loda next. Classic standard Melty mix. Strong, not strong. Just 5-8 anti-air. Get that Alco out of my face. Back in the corner you go. Toss.
The fatal counter on the shield. That's
Do it again.
A little rough for Star. Another fatal counter. We keep going for these shields on Wake Up. And Scrot instead going to go for the strike with the overhead mix instead. Scrot has a full moon gauge, 1 bar, and the moon scale coming out from Star to try and extract himself from this situation. Scrot just needs to win this final round to take the game and take the set. Star on the ropes right now, on their last legs. Let's see if we can make something happen.
Now, the fastest command grab slams her against the wall. That is the most unnecessary overkill I think I've ever seen. That command grab, despite the fact that if you're in the mid screen, it's not the most dangerous, but if Koma is ever in the corner and you get command grabbed, boy howdy, you are taking a grillion amount of damage.
And honestly, a lot of respect from Star to Scrot as well, which is pretty surprising, especially when Scrot never really represented too much usage of those armored moves and the armored install either. So Star certainly could have challenged Scrot a lot more than he actually did, but especially when you're constantly getting hit and losing all these guessing situations, it can be a big hit to that mental.
And that's what Koma does. He's the grappler of the game. He makes you scared. He makes you second guess. And when you're in the corner, you can't second guess. You have to fully commit to an option.
Yeah, and this is why he's like a perfect fit for this game, is why he's so good. And also just a perfect fit for Scrot in general as well, because Melty Blood, type Lumina, I was explaining this off stream, but you know, it's a very movement-based game. Horizontally, vertically to an extent as well in type Lumina, a little more so in actions again. But because it's so movement-based, it means that the scramble is so important, and a character like Kuma takes so much advantage from the scramble situation and can force that scramble situation so often with the 22C series, the 22X series to grant armor with your armor moves to really make sure that you're scared of the fact that you can tank your move or go for a highly damaging throw afterwards.
Scrot did not do any of the armored moves. He just like, we're doing some standard Melty gameplay. We don't need this armor. You are taking the strike through and you are going to die for it.
Now that it's getting closer to noon, the ballroom is starting to fill up a little bit more. We're seeing some more people in the audience, more plushies as well, making cameos on the stream. The crewmate will never escape. But we got the Mega Man plushie. All right, hold on. That's kind of cool.
I think that's also the Aki plushie as well.
I don't know what
Looks
character
like,
that
that's
is.
like VTuber. But we got Nega the Reaper versus is that? I'm seeing a vlog.
Looks like we're going to be finding out pretty soon. We don't have too many vlogs in this pool, at the very least. I mean, you definitely expect to see a character like Vlob a little bit more often, but not too many.
Oh no, this is Yunshimi. I see an Ushi Wakamaru.
Okay.
Yunshimi, the premier, one of the premier Ushi Wakamarus. A shout out to another Ushi Wakamaru, Fushi Wakamaru. Yep.
Fun name to say.
Right.
And we're getting to the stage in pools. You can already see up there on the screen. Winner semis. We're getting to that stage where that skill level is starting to converge and hit that collision point. And we're seeing the first of that. I mean, we saw the first of that in the last set, but we're going to be seeing that continue in this next one between Reaper and Yunshimi.
We have definitely not seen Ushi Wakamaru at all, and she's not a very common character. She's much like Miyako in the sense that this character is incredibly fast, but she also has these dives, she has these teleports, she has quite possibly the shortest range also.
She's movement-based, but not so much in the Alco movement-based, where it's a lot of the standard tools that most characters get, like the air dashes and jumps, but more so in the fact that she has all these moves that can kind of just teleport around the screen at will.
Yeah, and contrary to her character like gameplay style, she is a very high damaging character. Like she is averaging at least like 3.6, 3.8 amount of damage. And usually with these Pixie style characters, you don't usually see that much damage.
Alright, solid tech from Yunshimi. Shield, we're not going to be doing too much. We're going to respect that shield follow-up.
I love what Nega Reaper just did there. So immediate EX, you see that Moon Drive there. Anytime you connect with an EX move, you build 1 bar of Moon Drive. That one extra EX move, just to use that meter to build that back up, now he has more options. Uh-oh.
Certainly more options than Yunshimi right now as we pop that Moon Drive to increase the damage off of this combo and extend it to a 4.7k, nearly 4.8k. Yunshimi getting opened up one more time, has yet to really do too much.
Okay. Plus. Whoa,
oh,
yeah.
That could have been really scary, but Yunshimi not ready to convert off of that.
You kind of want to be careful when you're jumping in the air against Ushi Wakamaru as well. Her DP shoots her up in the air and snipes a lot of people in the air, and that's a lot of damage. Cross.
Okay, counter throw, that's huge. Oh, we try to go for a shield on Wake Up, but Reaper just electing to go for a regular block. Very unlike an anime player to Wake Up block like that. But
I think was predicting like a heat or something. But with Nega Reaper's big lead and amount of health that he had already, I don't think he was really on the table or what he was really thinking of. Maybe a DP was probably also a possibility.
Yeah, but it's also something you kind of react to as well. It's not something you don't have to always predict it. You can kind of react to that heat when it comes out. So,
well, that is an uncharacteristic drop. Moon Drive to keep himself safe. Yeah.
All right, the shield war is coming in.
Scramble. Careful. Woo! Scary. Yeah. Reaper just going for the shields in neutral. Reading the fact that Yunshimi really likes to go for these the teleports, the 4BCs, to try to snipe any sort of movement. Damn with the drops.
There it is, shielded on a reaction. That's what I'm talking about. See the rise up to the air? Oh, there's the heat coming in. And that's one of the only ways to counter heat as well, because heat normally is an unblockable hitbox, but you can backdash it with some invulnerability, or you can also use shield like that to block it as well.
And that is one unfortunate thing about Ushi Wakamaru. She has no proper reversal. Ooh, there we go. Now we're finally getting some start. Never mind.
And we'll hope that Yunshimi can get that attempt once again, and I think that's what we're going to be seeing. Yunshimi trying to redeem themselves for that last drop, and unfortunately drops the throw because we went a little too fast.
These players are both moving way too fast or something because they are reacting to everything. Woo, scary!
Y'all are stuck here till 12 anyways. Oh, wow! The clash?
Oh, there it is! Remember seeing the immediate over... The reason why it's so difficult to jump against Ushiwakamaru is because of that crescent slash dive anti-air thing. Ah! It's too fast paced. It's too fast paced.
Yushmi's still alive right now. Let's see what we can do.
Ooh.
We found a fatal counter in the air. That's a solid start for Yushmi.
Little drop, doesn't matter. You already got majority of the damage. Woo! Keep yourself safe.
Shield with
Counter.
delayed follow-up.
Drop again.
Not going to be able to get the full combo.
That's unsafe as heck. Alright, running out. Oh, tried to run out.
I think that might have been a cross-up, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the corner, I would not have expected that either.
Ah, the scramble situations was too much. Yushimi broke under the pressure and like every second just kept getting counter hit. Rumbled under Miyako's Kung Fu might.
Oh man, I know that you can hear. I don't know if you heard it, if you're watching the stream right now, but when that interaction happened with the moon scale earlier, the entire audience was stunned.
How did that clash?
How did it clash?
They should have. Okay, one of the major patches that happened in Melty Blood was to make sure that most characters do not clash against moves that are facing away from the character. So that happening is incredibly strange and is not a very common occurrence.
Like an act of God coming down from the heavens saying, you know what, Reaper? I want you on winner's side. And I think that does stage Reaper into, I believe, getting into, no, not top 8 just yet, but I think he has to win one more to make it into top 8.
Yeah, I believe.
And it's going to be against the second top seed of that pool as well.
Yeah, I think they have to fight against, it's probably Kikoho, but I'm not sure.
I think it might be.
Bracket is to be
I think that's
expected.
what we're going to be seeing right now, actually.
Yes, that's what we are seeing, actually.
Played against Gumi off stream, winning 2-0. And Kikoho, I'm surprised we haven't seen until now.
Right?
Our second seed, right? I mean,
I
when
believe
you're like
so.
looking at like the projected players to make it into the top 8, Kikoho is like someone you're always going to say, yes, he's going to make it to the top 8. He's just that strong of a player. He made it to Climax. We didn't see Scrod at Climax, but we saw Kikoho at Climax, and he did make top 8 there as well. So he is incredibly, incredibly strong at this game, and it's going to be a lot for Reaper to try and take down, especially here on winner's side. But this is still winner's side, so you do still have that safety net if you do happen to drop down into losers. Though trying to get into winner's side top 8 is definitely much more valuable than getting into loser's side top 8.
Absolutely. Yeah, Kikoho grinding this game out since God knows how long.
And I can't
Excellent
wait.
work, Lair.
I can't wait for Lair today as well, because there's a high possibility that we see Kikoho and Scrot duke it out, because for as good as these two players are, for as much as these two players play the game, they rarely ever meet each other in majors, except for like Combo Breaker last year. So I'm excited to see what these two players look like after nearly a full year has passed since then.
Now I'm going to say, even if they do meet up again, possibly, maybe, we're probably not going to see the match from Scrot. Because that guy's been playing too much Street Fighter since.
He's got to go to old reliable, right?
High mobile characters yet again coming in.
With our third wark of the stream, and Reaper showing off the Miyako, the sole Miyako representative, but unfortunately going to be getting hit early on.
Yeah, if there's one thing that you should take away from this character, Wark, one of the best jump beats in the game. Frame 5 starter, incredibly active, double multi-hits, quite possibly one of the best moves in the game, and you're going to see that in full force. Kiko loves that button. Like, you will see rising jump be a lot.
And once again, we continue to see different flavors of this character as well. Kikoho plays it very differently from that hyper-aggressive work from before. And, you know, maybe not full-on zoner like the one from the very first work we saw on stream as well.
3C reset. The tech in place scramble situation, Kikoho answers right back with the most confident of 3Cs. Ooh, sniping neutral. Pull confirmed here. Alright, how do you deal with the advancing child? Just jump out, get me out. What a tech! Immediate DP.
Expecting Kyoho to press that button. Kyoho going to be tossing Reaper into the corner here. One pretty good interaction, and now Reaper is stuck in a difficult situation. Moondrive in response to Reaper's Moondrive on Wake Up. Just be a little bit careful, play that distance. You don't want to get caught by something like that 2-2C, or sorry, that 2PC skill right there.
And both players with no Moondrive.
Fade out the heat. Now Reaper's going to have no meter either.
If Kikoho had a little bit more damage baked in, you're just mashing. But like, one of the downsides to Wark is that she does not have a very reliable way of comboing into Arc Drive.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
The block on the B follow.
Shield B, I like to say the Shield B is like one of the worst options that you can do from Shield, mainly because it is even on hit and minus on block. What an anti-air with the rising jump A. Okay,
Lucky activation.
Reaper
Not respecting it. Tech.
Yep, immediate arc drive. 4.7. The blood.
Pretty decent damage there. That blood heat bonus.
What a read. Yeah, after air dashing, you cannot block. The only thing you do is shield. You have no Moondrive. You're kind of stuck going forward. You just committed to the shield.
The mash with the 2-egg. Going to work wonders for Kikoho. Taking a game over Reaper and starting to put a bit of a fold here in Reaper's run so far. Reaper has been doing so dominant, so strong so far, but Kyo kind of putting that stop sign, saying, "You stop here."
Here's this brick wall. I want you to punch through it. Surprise! This brick wall has concrete behind it. Oh, that's so cheap. Faking the left or right with a meaty ring. Aye, hard knockdown. Which way? We're gonna do the fake running ring? Yep. Oh, missed the air dash.
Yeah, but it's okay because you are negative in the sense that you're losing resources if you don't successfully catch something with shield.
Yeah, the recovery on shield is also dependent on how much moon gauge you have as well. And with full moon gauge, it's not the slowest, but it's still a little bit laggy. But when you have nothing, you are sitting there for a million years. You're just contemplating your life decisions and going, oh no. Speaking of oh no. The delay should be seen.
Go going to get punished. Not recovering fast enough.
7 BC, the best panic option for Wark. Ooh, drops.
Keeping Reaper honest on the ground so that you can approach from the air. Kikoho looking to close this one out pretty soon. Can't kill with that one bar just yet, but we can kill with that throw.
Incredible. The timing on that Oki situation there made it look like he was about to block it, but the active frames were not there. That was sneaky. Speaking of sneaky,
we snuck into top 8. Kikoho now has punched his ticket into that winner's side of top 8 later on today.
Snuck all these games off stream. One game, we're just sliding in. Get me in there.
Looked like he didn't break a sweat at all, and that could potentially be the same thing for Scrot, because Scrot is going to be stepping up to the stage, I believe, to qualify into top 8 as well. Let me check just to make sure that I'm correct on that one.
I believe this is Made in Heaven.
We'll see. Okay. Yeah, so this is the qualifier to get into top 8. And, oh man, that loser side is kind of scary as well. In this pool in particular, we got Blitz Bright versus Triad and Starks _ versus Fantastic. So if Made in Heaven drops down, he's going to be thrown to the shark pit, get eaten by the piranhas.
Shoutouts to the Akimi time sticker on the Made in Heaven's controller.
But,
Am I allowed to shout out myself?
I feel like you are, right?
Probably.
I mean, you're here on the desk, right?
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
What are they going to say? You can't become. You can't say that you're Akimi anymore.
Good question. Or maybe I could be somebody else. I could be someone commentating Saber Alter versus Coma, Maiden Heaven versus Scrod. These two close-range combatants immediately starting off with the Violence Optimal A dive kick extension.
Close-range combatants, but that mid-screen game that Saber has is so much stronger than Coma's.
But of course, Coma has some of the strongest pressure in the game.
Absolutely, and I think we're going to be seeing exactly that right now. A regular throw, frame kill, getting that perfect meaty. No meter spend, but going to chase Maiden Heaven up into the air, and that is going to be the confirmed Scrot, making light work of that round.
Scrot's already sniffed out how Maiden Heaven wants to play defense. He is so good at deconstructing your defense and just breaking apart just anything that you want to do anymore.
Yeah, when you think of a character like Coma, don't look at that top right for his health bar. His health bar is the bottom right. That's what's making Coma run.
To see.
Oh wow, and Maiden Heaven looking to challenge that with that moon scale. Not going to land though, as Scrot respects Maiden Heaven's reversal options, and the blood heat will come out from Maiden Heaven. Scrot not looking to do too much except for that jump up JA, knowing that Maiden Heaven is going to be going for an air button in that situation.
No meter, no moon drive, no meter. You are eating this. You're dead. You're just straight up dead. There's no way.
Yeah, we got plenty of moon skills in the tank, as well as one extra bar, but we don't even need to use any of that moon gauge, and instead the 1 bar is enough. 4.2k is plenty. He doesn't have to grab you, he can just hit you, and that will be enough. Scrots with the first game over Maiden Heaven.
That is one thing about Scrot as well. His damage output is incredibly high. He loves going for these optimals. He loves going for all the high damage. Another 8 dive kick extender by Maiden Heaven. They're showing signs of life. 3C. Immediate air throw. We got a Milky situation on our hands.
Right, this is where the record pressure comes in, but as I say that, speak of the devil, the DP coming out from Scrot on defense. Maiden Heaven not expecting it. The frame kill with the 5A, another 5A frame kill. Okay, we try to go for the meaty. Maiden Heaven going to go for the musical reversal. Tries to jump, and Scrot going to catch him with the 5A as an anti-air, and going to be able to probably confirm off it. Last B combo, unfortunately, Maiden Heaven could have teched out, but Scrot is going to finish off with that arc drive finish.
If at any point Maiden Heaven teched in there, that would have been an entirely avoidable situation. Very, very rare to see a green combo counter from Scrot, though. Ooh, no! This is so much damage. Look at that damage from Saber. 3.9 meterless, 3.4, or 4.4.
Yeah, honestly, I would say, like, when it comes to this matchup, I say that as Saber, instead of trying to approach Coma, you're kind of wanting Coma to approach you, because you have the buttons to set up that wall to make sure that Coma can't get close enough.
And there's like the standard pressure string from Coma. Walk into 2-2A. What are you going to do? I'm going to 3C. Breaking armor. Anytime Coma has armor, or any character has armor, if you use an EX move, armor break. Man grab. Yes.
The throw, and that is death. Moon drive activation. Easy finish for Scrot. And that is going to be a 2-0 to launch Scrot into top 8. We got 2 of our winner side top 8 players already found. And we're going to find 2 more in the next pool block that unfortunately will not be streamed, but we're going to instead be finding out who will be moving on into losers. 2 more players can move into losers side top 8, and we'll be seeing exactly who they are. Star stepping back up to the stage after being sent down to losers by Scrot. We'll have to play against who I believe is Blitzbright. No, Funk. Is that Funk Test? No, I think that's Blitzbright, right?
We're just seeing all, like... To be honest, we haven't seen very much variety in characters. Either Wark, Alco, we have the 1 Coma from...
We have 1 Coma, we know who the Coma, yeah, the Scrot. The Works, the Alcos, we saw a CL,
a lot of Miyako.
That means just 1 player playing Miyako. Where's the? I mean, we got Ushi. I mean, we
have
got,
one
we got
Ushi.
some character variety. I mean, how often do you
But
see
like,
an
we had no Hisui, we have no Kohaku, we have no Vlad yet, which is actually surprising.
Okay, but and when you really think about it, who really plays Hisui?
Jurassic Ori.
That's not Jurassic Ori. In the States. We're not talking about the
Rat-Silk.
Japanese players. Oh, I guess that's true. Is he here?
I don't think so, actually.
I don't think we have any Hisui players in the bracket. So unfortunately, if you're looking forward to some maid action,
I was about to say, I think there's
might not be
also a
getting
Maids
that
player.
here,
I think
Frosty.
Pinku also plays Maids.
I think you might be right. Is Pinku here?
Pinku is here, but I don't think
I
they're
don't
playing
think Pinku's
Type
in Type Lumina, yeah.
I think they're only playing Under Night.
Maybe Actions again? I know there's a lot of people in Actions again.
There is. A lot of people are always surprised when I don't enter.
Actions again?
Yeah.
Or Type Lumina?
Actress again.
Okay. Out of curiosity, I don't think I ever got, who do you play into Actions again?
C-Mac.
Okay.
The premier C-Mac, making every single Nero player cry.
I know, I play a little bit of C Vyakuha. And
That's a rare one.
and,
Everyone plays F.
Oh, actually, no, I think I do. No, I usually like the Crescent versions because I know Full Moon is like the better one, but I just like having repeats.
No, that's totally respectable. I love repeats. It's such a good mechanic.
Same thing with Alco. I play Alco in Actions Again as well. I kind of like flip-flop between the two.
Right,
But
right.
I just like the C versions. I know the F version is better, but I just like having repeats.
Okay.
Repeats is just so flexible.
Repeats are like the premier reason why you play a lot of French bread games. Because like, okay, I don't think DFCI has it unless you have like Trump State, I think. You can't. You have Melty Blood, both Melty Bloods with rebeat, Under Night rebeat. No other game aside from like certain installs, like Dragon Ball Fighters has Adult Gohan install, where you get the rebeats.
Hey, you know, BB Tag has repeats.
Yeah, but I think they're only
It's only
on
Under
Under Night characters. And yeah, speaking of French bread games, Alco Wark, back to Type Lumina we go. I think these characters are also considered like the top 3 or top 5 characters as well. So we're seeing some more top tier carnage.
Yeah, Alco, I know some people used to say like Alco potentially top 1 as well, depending on how good you are with the character, because she does demand a lot in terms of execution.
Definitely a lot in terms of execution. Like her mid-screen throw 50-50 is quite tricky to do. There.
Popping the orb. No response from Blitzsprite. Star going to get hit for the first time in this round, but still has so much life for Blitzsprite to work through.
Just keeping it a little safe. Shield A, get that guaranteed. Anytime you shield B, there's no more follow-up. You basically get the free follow-up. Blitzsprite kind of wanting to get into that situation where they probably want to get that health back.
Just going to go for that C laser to keep Blitzsprite locked down from full screen.
Has to be careful.
And yeah, you know, Blitzsprite has to be very careful about trying to go for a heat from this range as well, because Alco has such a huge full screen presence with those lasers.
Yeah, 6BC, the immediate laser.
I will hammer 6BC all day, all day long, catching people from full screen, trying to do anything, and that's what makes this character so scary from full range and also close range. When you are being pushed out a little too far where your buttons don't quite reach the opponent, just hammer that 6BC, and then you're going to catch your opponent.
Yeah, and that move's like, at any time anytime you twitch, you get shot, and then immediately the follow-up comes in. Full screen knockdown, Alco gets to play the game.
And even from certain ranges as well, if you're close enough, you can go for the C laser, and then also get a combo from that as well.
Yep. And we're seeing the Wark Jump be in action. Full fatal confirmed. 4.5, 4.6. Hard knockdown here. What's the mix? Just DP out.
Yeah, when it comes to Alco, she only has access to a meter DP, so you have to be a little careful when it comes to trying to play that defense with Alco. But she has incredibly good buttons to boot as well. A fatal counter. Blitzsprite has no more moon gauge left in the tank, but might not need it as we're starting to reach the end game of this round.
All right, let me just add there. Oh,
Oh, doesn't quite reach. Oh, and the 2BC doesn't reach either. The lasers
Yes.
from the ground, the orbital laser not going to land in Blitzsprite. narrowly squeezing by with that game.
Blitz Sprite with that eject button. If that was still blocked, he's still going in.
236B laser.
Oh, wow. Kick those shits. Alright, pause knockdown, set up orb. Which way? You're just mashing, get me out of here. I don't need to respect your orb. Eject button, didn't get the second hit of the eject button out.
And unfortunately for Star, is a little too close, too far to actually make that 3C land for the pop-up. Blitzbright eating away at Star's health bar. Star spending that moon drive, trying to see what Blitzbright is up to, but not able to find a whole lot.
Woo!
We see a shield on the rings.
Defensive jumpy.
So small hits. Oh, and there's the air stall with the orb. Going to avoid all that business from Blitzbright on the ground. But we still need to find an opening, and Star found it. We have 3 mirror. We can use Arc Drive to get the kill.
Not yet. We got one more orb. A big orb this time. Saw you box mashing last time. I got this other one. You're not going to be mashing. You're going to be playing. You're going to be stuck in the corner. Instant overhead.
Oh, the anti-air. A full confirm.
That was
too
weird.
high up in the air to make it
The stare down.
awkward conversion.
Oh, I love that extension.
Yeah, the 236A extension in the air. Very fun.
Wow, sneaky. Air dash, double overhead, full knockdown here. Gonna toss or gonna do EX laser? EX laser. Set up orb. I have not seen Star go for the 4C just yet.
Yeah, not yet. And the thing is, we can play around that pretty safe as well. Moon drive reacting to the B follow-up. Star getting caught like a deer in headlights, but able to tech out of that combo, forward teching as well. Star playing a bit of a proactive defense game there.
We're just running out. Get me out of here. The jump B coming in clutch.
Such a big
Laser.
button, such a fast button, controlling so much of that space. Look at that, the rising JV catching Star on the air approach yet again, and the ring is going to grant Blitzbright an easy conversion.
Blitzbright accidentally jumping a little bit too early, not getting his second hit. DB, get me out of here. Going into the next round, this is game point for Blitzbright. And set point, I say. Eject button, get me out, full confirm. Drops the combo again. Moon drive, keep yourself safe after the whipped onion ring.
Oh man. The shields coming in, going to be recovering some of that moon gauge back. Just trying to go for that aggressive approach with the 3BC.
Ooh, what a whiff punish.
Bloody activation from Blitzbright.
Run up throw immediately.
Star not afraid at all.
Oh, that's so scary. That is the held orb, so like...
Yeah, that is the held orb, so Star doesn't have to pop it, but we accidentally popped it into that shield. Blitzbright would have absolutely deleted Star's health bar there.
Overhead, keep it safe. Just air dash back. That's gonna hurt a lot.
Up high, down to the floorboards. What's the next mix-up going to be? We're just going to go to the other side, and a simple jump as well.
Wait, I think that's
Avoiding
dead.
the attempt from
Never mind.
Star to mash out.
Now
Now
it's
that's dead. We have plenty of mirror to work with. Go for the easy finish.
Sevilla.
Yeah, the 236B, 236C into the final super, finishing things off for that game. Star making it a 1-1 in this losers semis match.
Both players got some nerves or something, because there's some uncharacteristic drops from both players. Speaking of which, drops the extender there.
Blocks
Shot.
the 6BC.
Moon drive, keep yourself safe. Anytime you whiff those onion rings and it's the double rings, you're basically a sitting duck. You have to spend to get out of there.
BC once again.
Unblockable.
Blocked. Yeah, there's the unblockable. And that's one of the really interesting things you can do in this game as well. Is as long as you lock down the opponent just long enough in the air for you to fall down before them, then you can get that unblockable on the ground.
We love staircase unblockables. Plus.
And that's why I've been wanting to see Aki as well. Alright, here we go. And the thing is, Alco can do that as well if the opponent tries to do early tech. We can go for those early tech catch setups where we can set up the orb on the ground, catch them with the orb while they're still in the air, and then hit them on the ground. Haven't seen any of that yet from Star. So maybe we could potentially see it, but we're not having too much time left in this set, and Blitzbright is going to make sure that we have no more time left in this round as Blitzbright approaches set point once again.
Jack London coming in clutch, getting not proper timing, so both rings come out, the air dash comes in, immediate 6BC, get out of here. DP.
Oh, and that catches too. Using that orb as the wall. Surprised we haven't popped any of them yet.
Yeah, thankfully Wark is a good zoner, so she doesn't really have to interact too much with these orbs. Get me out.
Now, one thing you have to know when playing Alco is that when she sets up an orb, depending on which orb she uses, she kind of locks herself out of a button. So you want to make sure that you're strategically using that specific button that you're going to be needing so that you don't have to lock yourself out of a very important button in pressure.
A button set. And yeah, depending on the button that you do press, it is going to change what the distance the orb comes out at as well. So recognizing that allows you to figure out which orb the Alco sets and what button she's locked herself out of. Though I think she can also plink the button to hold the orb in a different button to keep the access for other buttons.
Oh, found a hit with the 5B. Okay, yeah, the orb pop to keep ourselves safe and keep that pressure going. Star finding an opening on that low, and now we are on final game, final round. Fight.
Oh, the most delayed of shield A's get that punish. 1.9 blood heat immediately. Oh, punish. This is going to be huge damage. Unless you drop it again.
Oh, and you see the shield response from Blitzbright, maybe you're expecting a follow-up from Star, but Star not abiding, knowing the danger of trying to go for a follow-up on a successful shield in blood heat.
Blitzbright out of resources. I think this is still going to be 1 bar. Yep, but you have to guess here, and this is really difficult to guess against Alco. Plus.
Oh, and I love using that as well because it pushed Blitzbright all the way up into the other orb they set so far away, making sure they have the correct buttons to use for that pressure sequence. And Star, with a wonderful play, is able to secure his spot into top 8. And man, I know Star feels good about that.
Absolutely. The double air dash forward to snipe out the smash 2A attempts. Oh my goodness.
Incredible play from StarX_, an incredible set of matches we've had so far. Hopefully you all have continued to enjoy watching this type Lumina pool stream. But it looks like we're going to be ending things very, very soon as we have this final game to watch before we call it off for this block. So let's end this one off strong. It's going to be between Gumi and Reaper, 2 players we've seen before and 2 players that want to stay in this bracket and make it into loser side top 8. Get a chance at getting one of the famed Frosty medals for top 8 later today and just be on the big stage.
And we're seeing another Wark Miyako, I think, right?
Yeah, I think that should be no reason to really switch off of those characters right now, though I know Gumi does have some more characters in his back pocket if he chooses to bring them out, whether it's mid-set, whether it's later in the day as well. But we're going to be locked into that Wark for now.
We're seeing some high mobility, high intensity matches. We're just going straight into it. No button warmers, anything. No hand warmers.
Bit of a color swap as well from Reaper. Let's see if that plays a factor.
Snipe mid-screen 3C. Should be some good damage. 24.
EX spent.
Throw. No throw. Oh, this is scary.
Oh, fatal counter. Really huge for Gumi, as this should be very close to a perfect. Reaper actually choosing to spend that meter on the heat activation, not able to get the full punch after the shield, blocking all those hits. And Gumi continuing to catch Reaper up in the air with that JB and those fireballs as well. The clash on the BC unblockable. Gumi, no more Moon Gauge left. And Reaper trying to make something happen as he is also low on resources.
Yeah, the Reaper is like trying to coerce Gumi to coming in as well. You see a little bit of that charge there, the 2 AV, just to get some resources back. Didn't matter though. Gumi's like, I'll play your game. I'm going in, smack in the face.
Shield, the B follow-up, and now Gumi is starting to take note that Reaper really favors those B follow-ups.
Hard knockdown here. Chooses not to steal the Moon Drive away from Reaper there. Walk, safe, that's safe. Look at all this mix. Side switch. Yep, the side switch reset.
Yeah, mid-combo as well. You cannot be asleep on the buttons when you are being comboed by Miyako, especially when she wants that corner back.
Such respect for Reaper.
Throw out of the corner.
Do it
Another
again?
reset, potentially? No. We're just going to go for a simple backdash.
It shouldn't kill just yet, so he just ends the combo prematurely. Well, this should be it, though.
Ends the combo prematurely so that we can just keep Gumi in the corner. I think that was the objective from Reaper in that final interaction. But now we are on the final round of game number 1. And Reaper trying to avoid all of these big buttons and projectiles that Gumi is filling the screen up with. Good block on the side swap that time.
All these charged armored moves.
Small flash.
Overhead. Block.
BC, but that's going to be throwing Reaper into the corner. Another block on the B follow-up. Gumi is blocking a lot of these B follow-ups a lot more consistently than before, but we could be maybe potentially going for some harder reads with those shield follow-ups instead.
That is the risk you have to take, though.
Yeah, it's definitely worth to get that guaranteed damage against Reaper for constantly going for these follow-ups like that.
A little too far, though. A little too far for that punish. Miyako, stubby limbs. Stubby limbs. Going from coast to coast. Here's the corner. Overhead. Woo!
Okay, Gumi not wanting to deal with that mix-up.
Have you also noticed that it's like 33 seconds left and both players are just finally gotten to the last half of their health bar?
Yeah, 33 seconds left, but that is a little deceptive because when you pop heat, it does freeze the timer to keep things going. And that's where that, once again, that comeback potential in Melty Blood really comes in. But this timer, 20 seconds left. Reaper should be able to close it out before that timer hits 0. No, not yet, not quite. Gumi's still alive. 10, 9, 8, 7. Can we do something?
Safe heat, yep.
Heat, all right. Gumi keeping that timer active. Trying to recover that health. Trying to time out Reaper, but Reaper found the hit.
Wait.
Not enough to take out Gumi, though, and Reaper just running away as fast as possible. As long as he doesn't get hit, he will win that round. And that's exactly what happened.
Cutting it really close, though. Goodness. Just dragging kick away. It's like, I do not want to interact at all. Let me out of here. Let me out. Let me out.
And the thing is like, even if you get hit once, Gumi does not have enough time to properly finish the combo to win against Reaper in that situation either, because Gumi was at that pixel of life left.
Pixel of life, no meter, no moon drive, got nothing to extend anything. DP, respectful from Reaper. Full corner combos, it's gonna be huge damage.
And a huge setup for Reaper as well. Gumi feeling forced that they have to use that moon drive in the corner to get themselves out, and looks like it was to their benefit. The DP catching Reaper in the air, and one more opening. Gumi not able to get the round easily, but getting that air throw after that drop.
Look at that scramble looking like my breakfast, because oh my goodness, that scramble was hot! Good blocks. Both players are so respectful of each other when it comes to their team. Never mind.
Gumi was respectful.
Gumi was respectful. Reaper on the other hand is like, I want my turn. Give me my turn.
And looks like he did find it. Gumi, unfortunately, not able to fully capitalize off of that circumstance that Reaper threw himself into, and instead is going to throw Gumi into a bit of a tricky situation. Good block on the cross-up in the heat to block to avoid that potential incoming cross-up again as well.
Ooh. No extension from Gumi.
Blood Heat. Gotta play around this careful. You cannot toss out those fireballs when Reaper is in Blood Heat, and Gumi knows that now, playing more aggressive, playing with their fists, and finding the hit that they need.
We spend the bar here. Yeah, get back up to 4. Full moon drive. Back dash, give me some space. Oh, that is unfortunate.
So it's a block, still able to avoid that combo from Gumi. These cross-ups keep on coming in. You are playing a, just spinning your stick around, just constantly trying to figure out where you're trying to block against Reaper. Oh, and the shield into the BC fall, getting Gumi out the free get out of jail ticket was found, and Gumi, I don't think we
That's not gonna kill. That's not gonna kill. The shield scaling was too much. Ah, DP, get me out of there. The Hail Mary DP coming in clutch.
Final round.
Yeah, excellent recognition from Gumi, too, to recognize the fact that that is the unblockable setup. So just wake up low shields and just gets the immediate counter.
Right. Solid combo from Gumi. That's going to be throwing Reaper into the corner after that meter spend into the hard knockdown. Jumps in, blocks the B follow-up from Reaper once again. The moon skill, the moon drive activation from Reaper, using that as a pause button, reacting to Gumi's mix.
The classic. We see the shield, we're still pressing buttons. Plus, keep it safe.
Oh my god, the blocks so far have been immaculate, but the TP somehow always finds its mark.
Oh, that's okay.
Not
That
strong. Will
should
this be a
be
viral
it.
game? Will Reaper drop? No, he will not. And that is it. A 2-0 finish for Reaper. Throws himself into loser's side top 8. And folks, we have 4 of our 8 players lined up for top 8 later today. 50% has been confirmed, and we're going to be finding out who the next 4 will be coming up in the next pool block.
Oh, I don't think so.
Maybe?
Maiden Heaven's coming up there.
Hold on. Did I get something wrong? Oh, wait.
No,
Oh, was
I
it
think we got a few
was it
more
misrecorded?
matches. Was it misrecorded?
I think it was misrecorded. Hold on. Was that against Funktastic earlier? It was not against Funktastic. It
No.
was against Blitzspray. Oh, wait,
We got
no.
one more.
Okay. One more. My bad.
One more for real. That means we have more Melty. We have more Melty.
I was a bit sad. I was a bit sad there. I was like, oh, it's over already? All right.
Nah, friend, we got another Alco game. We
Nope.
have another Alco game.
And another Saber game!
Another Saber game.
Thank God!
Oh, man. We're going to have a long time here.
Oh, man. It's almost hitting noon. These 10 a.m. pools are almost done. And this pool block is almost done as well. Will we get an Alco into top 8 is the question. Or are we going to be getting that Saber? Maiden Heaven has been on a roll so far. Unfortunately for him, a lot of his bracket run has not really been documented so far. But we'll be seeing exactly how this shakes up as we start off on Magician's Night EX, best stage in the game. You cannot tell me it isn't.
Oh, no, it's definitely one of the best stages. The fact that it adapts to Alco being in the game is, like, really great. Oh, Maiden Heaven immediately going for the guess. Just going up. Getting fataled. Only 3.1, though, so it's not the worst thing to happen. Fatal again.
Yeah, that's a charged and normal.
Again, only 4K. It's okay, we're just mashing. Maiden Heaven does not want to block right today. It's like, I came here to game. I'm playing a fighting game, not a blocking game. I spent, I don't know how many copies of Melty actually gotten. Okay, that charge dive plus unblock. Good on Stardom. Respect that.
Okay, backing up. There's the 2A. There's the stagger pressure coming in. The moon drive to keep this pressure going, and the overhead catches Star. We have the meter to close this one off, but we dropped the combo. The scramble has ensued. Moon drive activation for both these players. The armor with the 2BC and the 236C confirmed from Star, clutching that one out.
We have not seen very many confirms off of that 236C as well. The only time you actually get to see it is if Alco is actually not full screen. spend the bar here. Set up the orb. Are we overheading? Keep it safe. Keep it safe.
Full charge. And there's the C laser ender. Oh, and not reacting to the heat.
Oh, wow. No punish on the move there throw. Plus.
Now, special thing about Saber
Plus.
is that she actually gets more damage compared to other characters in Heat and in Blood Heat. You can notice it because when she goes in Heat, she actually reveals her sword, Excalibur.
What's the lore behind that? I'm not familiar with Fate lore.
She's not supposed to reveal her sword because it reveals who she is.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's King Arthur, right?
Right, right.
But you're not supposed to know she's King Arthur.
Ah, I see.
It's complicated.
Here at Eli, Fate lore.
I've watched a lot of Fate in my time. But here we go. We're watching Melty
Whoa!
Blood type Lumina instead, and we're watching Made in Heaven finish off that final bit of life from Star, redeeming himself from that previous round and bringing us to this final round of Game 1. Both players with a lot of resources in the tank, not a lot of moon drive, but we don't need it at this point in time, not just yet.
Oh, wow. Scrambling. I do like to say that Alco is one of the better characters at these scramble situations. She's got very long limbs, very fast limbs as well.
And she has a lot of ways to just cut off like lanes of the screen, right?
Right.
So sometimes the lasers will kind of just do the job for her.
Snipe from the sky,
The
Excalibur!
geyser into the super.
It's not going to be a lot of damage either. Your damage for Arc Drive is dependent on how much meter you have left. So, good drive. Keep yourself safe. Plus. Shield.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The air shield not catching anything and going to be punished on the landing. Star with lots of meter on the table. Okay,
Wow.
try to go for the 2B, but the air dash from Made in Heaven is going to be low crushing that.
I'm actually genuinely surprised that worked. Overhead. Blocked. Keep yourself safe. Alright, Sweet, get me out. Okay. Excellent awareness. Plus, keep yourself safe again. 2A.
Oh, try to press a button. Made in
What
Heaven
an
could have
air
gone a lot out of that situation if they probably confirmed
Is that
off it, but they
dead?
will confirm off of this. The moon drive activation, lots of moon skills being used. I don't think it's enough.
Not yet. Oh,
The throw
tech
attack,
throw.
that could be scary. Oh, man. Back in the corner, trying to dive kick, the JA catching in the air, and that is going to be the game, going to Made in Heaven.
That mash was so risky. You were so punishable there. Oh my god, you are crazy.
These rounds are coming down to the wire. I think this is the closest set we've seen so far.
Oh,
That was just game one,
absolutely.
but that was so close. Every single one of those rounds came down to a final hit situation for both of those players.
Man, Heaven trying to warm his hands up, Star has a score. Just doing like, what? I got this, I got this. 2VC.
He kind of hit with JP, but a little too far away to probably confirm off of it.
Oh, almost got it.
Yeah, you want to be a little bit careful about fully committing to that 236A Rekka sequence because it does leave you pretty negative, especially if Saber's close enough she can't get a punish.
I like the option of overhead moon skill there. Usually a lot of people's default options is duo shield, but the default going to like the overhead to counteract that is pretty smart.
The fatal counter, a standstill attempt from Made in Heaven, interestingly enough.
It might have been like a mash throw tech attempt, so he accidentally got the stand shield.
The overhead lands into the geyser for the confirm.
That was such a delayed overhead too.
Yeah, I certainly wasn't expecting it either. Neither was Star. And look at that. We're back at a last hit situation for both these players. It's coming down to the wire. And maybe this could be a potential opportunity for Star to use heat. But unfortunately, for Star, he's going to be losing that round. And we'll be holding on to that meter for this final one.
And as scary as good as Alco's backdash is, Saber's pressure is constructed in the way that snipes a
Catches
lot of
backdash,
backdash
right?
very well. Speaking of backdash, escape and backdash. This is the air dive kick confirmed. Bro, do it again?
Moon drive, yep, and then just go for a STP. Solid shields, beta counter with the throw.
Okay, air throw, immediately. Plus.
PP again. He does not care about those plus frames and has so much meter in the tank that he can use it again if he likes.
Okay, what are we seeing? Ah, the panic
Shield on
heat.
the heat and Made in Heaven stays in the bracket as he moves on into top 8 for real this time, knocking Star out.
Getting a hug from IRL Saber, repping the Saber. Incredible.
An incredible play from all of the players today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed all of the Melty Blood type Lumina matches that we saw on stream, whether your favorite player was Scrot or your favorite player managed to get on stream at least once. And stay tuned because we're going to be having some more type Lumina top 8 later on in the day, as well as Vampire Savior after this block. And so I've been Salté Boi, joined here on the mic with
Akimi as well as Vlav.
and we're going to be seeing y'all very soon. Have a good one.